Thanks, Adam. Adam Wisniewski is here now, cooking coach, to give us some confidence in the kitchen. Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and one of my favorite days is coming up. It is May 13th is National Hummus Day, International Hummus Day, as a matter of fact, and we're going to pay a little attention to this wonderful food.
So, not going to lie, I'm not the most excited about this. It's your job to change my mind.
Right on.
See if you can do that.
So we were talking, because you don't like the texture, so there's not a lot you can do about that. But let's go a little bit back, because you can change the texture of hummus a little bit if you want. Basically, hummus is garbanzo beans and tahini. And tahini is basically roasted sesame seeds blended up into a nut butter.
Okay.
So you have, it's a seed butter. So you have this seed butter and these beans, and you can make it as rough chopped or as smooth as you want. And if you don't like that smooth pureed taste, then maybe you would like a more rough-hewn, rustic texture.
Possibly, yeah.
So if you think back before food processors, how do you think we processed the chickpeas?
I'm guessing you just had to mash them up.
You had to mash them up.
Or you had to blend them, I guess.
Well, so, you know, before blenders, even before forks, what you might do is you might use your hands, or you might use a mortar and a pestle. So we're going to put you to work here. You're going to crush each one of these beans in a bag. Right? So this is what you might do is you would use your hands and you would crush the beans up.
The old-fashioned way.
This is really old-fashioned. Or you might use a mortar and a pestle where you're squashing the beans into a,
Or a hammer.
Right? Or a hammer. And then you might get to the point where you got forks and bowls and then you're squashing them with your fork, right? And so you just take some time and crush them up. And so you could stop right there and say, I'm going to eat this flavored mashed beans.
I'd rather not.
Right? But chickpeas have a nutty, sort of dense consistency to them, which is why they are the choice for hummus. And so, because there's very little moisture inside the bean, some beans are a little more water content.
Okay.
But so the traditional recipe for hummus is a little lemon juice, a little oil, a little garlic, a little salt and pepper, maybe a little cumin for flavor. And so we're going to make that up real quick. And I'm going to do it in the food processor. And I've got my little baby food processor here. And so it's just going to be, you're going to put in your beans, you're going to put in your tahini, and get that blended up. And then you're going to flavor it with all of these different things.
Okay.
So once you grab so start with the oil.
So that's oil right there,
so we'll get the oil in there.
Okay.
And I'm not going to use too much oil. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use the aquafaba, the bean juice that came out of the can.
Bean juice?
Right? So instead of throwing away that juice that came out of the can, I'm going to use about half of it or a third of it. And I don't want to make sure I don't want to use too much because I want to make sure that's going to have a nice dense consistency.
Okay.
But so that's going to take away, the oil is just calories. And so you can use that, because I'm against food waste, you can use that aquafaba, and you can just put that into the hummus itself and make that up. So a little garlic, perhaps?
Yep, it wouldn't be an Adam Wisniewski recipe without garlic.
No, I do go through a lot of garlic. And then finally a little splash of lemon juice for the brightness there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just very simply blend that up.
Okay, and that's not necessarily the list of ingredients, right? You could put whatever you want in it, in theory.
Yeah. So this is a very traditional, recipe. But like you said, you could do anything you want. So I have some flavors over here that you could try. There's cardamom. There's coriander. There's curry powder. You could go. I do a sage and black pepper. So you can just go in any direction you want and flavor that, and you can make it into whatever texture you want. And then you can also use it, and we'll show you in the second half, we'll show you a world of things that you can do with hummus.
Very good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to blend this up, and then when we come back, I guess we're going to figure out what the results of this are. Yeah,
and so I wanted to give you a chance to try that. So take a look here. I made a little decorative plate. See, so you can make a very pretty experience with hummus. I'm going to do a little side video. I'll show you how I made that neat design in the hummus there. But go ahead and take a piece of toast, and I'm going to challenge you to try hummus this morning.
But I'm not a hummus dude. And if I don't like it, it's not going to make
bread
good
dude
TV,
with a little
is it? Okay, I got a tiny little bit.
All right. Oh, terrible. I'm going to have some.
It tastes good.
It tastes good with bread.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So that's where we start. We start with a basic hummus recipe, a classic, and we're going to take that in all sorts of directions in celebration of International Hummus Day, because what I want people to do is try new things, get comfortable with tools, comfortable with recipes, and build confidence in the kitchen.
That's what we're going to talk about when we come back about half an hour.
That's right.
All right. We'll be right back.
for checking back in with Adam Wisniewski, and I'm quite the sous chef today,
She is.
huh?
You're helping me with everything.
I'm helping you out. What am I doing, actually?
So
you are.
So it's International Hummus Day. So welcome and
International Hummus Day.
So it's and the 13th. So we're preparing today.
Oh, okay.
We're getting a little jump on things, and what we're doing here is we're making a basic hummus recipe to start off with, and then we're going to find a whole bunch of different things. Because you were just saying, sometimes when you buy that container of hummus from the store, what happens to it?
It goes to waste.
And why?
Because I can't eat it over and over and over and over and over.
Right. So as good as
and it's just me, so you know.
Because you like hummus. I love hummus, and I still don't want to eat 15 ounces of hummus. You can get the 17-ounce jar of hummus from the store for $5. You can make it on your own at home for about $2 with a can of beans and a little tahini, and then there it is. So I've blended up a can of beans and a little tahini, a couple other ingredients, and I've made hummus.
How about it?
Yeah. So you can dress that up and you can put it out for your friends, and it's a party dip, and you can eat that. That's great.
So what are the basic 3 ingredients for hummus?
So you're going to start with, well, let's see. If you ask me, it'd be tahini, garbanzo beans, and garlic.
And garlic. You got to have oil in there, right?
Okay, well, all right. Well, that's oil.
Okay, 4.
Some liquid, some liquid. So you want to put a little lemon juice in there. I use the aquafaba rather than oil because it's a little less calories.
Okay.
Which is the juice from the can of beans.
Yeah.
Instead of throwing that away, use it.
Instead of draining the beans, just throw the whole can in.
So a little lemon, or a little less, because you want it to be. Because you don't want it to get to be soupy.
Yes.
You want it to be nice dense. So pour that in judiciously.
Okay.
And then salt and pepper, garlic, cumin is very standard.
Okay.
We talked about some other flavors. You could do cumin. I mean, you could do curry. You could do sage and black pepper. You could do all sorts of fun things with that. But then
you could do jalapeno.
You could do a jalapeno. You could mix a little. I've tried salsa and hummus. It's not my cup of tea.
But hey, maybe you like it.
Maybe you like it.
But that's the whole point. Try different things, throw it together.
Because then you don't waste food. And food waste is a big passion of mine. I want to try to help people avoid that. Get confident in the kitchen. Know your ingredients so that you don't waste food. And so what we're going to do is, like you could take the straight hummus, dish it over some hot pasta, stir that up, and it's a pasta sauce.
Huh. Yeah.
Right? Mix in a little chicken, mix in some vegetables, boom, you've got a full dinner right there.
Yeah,
right?
that does sound good.
You could also take it and do things like what you were doing right there. You were making an egg salad.
Egg salad with hummus.
So
Check it out.
this is eggs and hummus mixed together on little toasts.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to put an olive on it. Maybe you want to put a little pickle on it. Maybe you want to dress it up with a little mustard. If you like the mustard, and I do, I make a humustard. So you take half mustard, half hummus, and you put that on a ham sandwich.
Oh,
or
yum.
you make deviled eggs out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you've got all these different things that you can do with the hummus. Oh, yeah, deviled eggs is the way to go. But let's take a break from the whole hummus thing. Do you like cookie dough?
Yes.
Ah, well, you got them. But I will show you. Here is a peanut butter.
No way, with
chip,
hummus?
Hummus.
All right.
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Where's the spoon?
Right there. Yeah, go ahead. And,
I'll use a fork.
So this is, and it's just like cookie dough.
What? Whoa.
So it's a dessert hummus. And if you mix a little bit of peanut butter and a couple of chocolate chips and a touch of vanilla.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Right? And it has the consistency of cookie dough.
It does. It sure does.
Right? And it looks like it. Don't bake it.
Don't bake it.
And you smell it.
But there you go. You could do that no-bake. You know how that's kind of in right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are trying to eat that no-bake cookie dough.
That's where one of the places I got the idea is someone said, a no-bake. And I thought, well, you could do a hummus cookie.
Yeah.
So there's all of these different things. So when you're thinking about the humble garbanzo bean turned into a paste and then eaten for centuries with delights, you can also start thinking about, well, how can I ruin that by making it into deviled eggs, or cookie dough, or whatever it is.
Doesn't sound like you're ruining it to me.
No, I'm having fun with it, and I hope other people will too. So I'm going to take the rest of that egg salad. I'm going to carve out a tomato and a pepper.
Oh, and stuff it.
Right, and stuff it. Maybe with a little tuna added to make a whole meal. So you could take that tomato, cut a circle into it, put the egg salad and tuna in there, and then put the cap back on and send it to somebody's little lunchbox.
And you got a egg salad, tuna salad combo there.
That's right.
I like it.
So I'm going to keep playing with this, and we're going to make all sorts of fun things.
And also, I guess that's another good thing, too, if you buy that package of it and then use it to make different kinds later on so that you aren't wasting it.
Exactly. And food waste is something I'm going to be speaking about a lot this year. It's a passion of mine is to help people avoid food waste. And so I teach classes, I give speeches, I post about it on my Facebook page. But we don't want to waste food. About 40% of the food that's wasted in America is post-consumer. You and I buy things, we put them in the fridge, we forget about them, they go in the garbage.
Yep.
Let's stop doing that. So make more peanut butter cookie dough out of your hummus, and then we won't be throwing it away.
And then we won't be throwing it away. And Breakfast, Life, and Dinner is the way to go on your website, your Facebook page, if you are looking to get a class, because as always, you do teach those.
I do indeed. Have fun with it.
Thanks so much, Adam.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of The Morning Show right after this.